What's going on? What's going on? My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquise Taylor.
And this is on the dotted line. We have a bonus episode we're going to discuss today. We're going to discuss this Netflix movie called The Great Hack. The Great Hack is about election, about Trump and Ted Cruz, because Trump got elected as president, and there was a situation that it was a company called Cambridge. This company that worked with Ted Cruz election and worked with Trump's election. They created an algorithm to basically study social media, like running ads, Facebook ads, running Google ads, running all these ads, and spending like hundreds of $1 million on these ad companies. And the company Cambridge, they was able to study the behavior of the people on social media. So it swayed voters to vote, vote the favor of Ted Cruz and Trump, to vote for them. Because Ted Cruz came out of nowhere, and he ended up being the last person that Trump had to worry about. And then when Trump won, he was also working with the Cambridge company, and then that helped him win the election, allegedly.
Okay, I didn't see it,
Right.
so I'm learning. All right.
So we're not gonna just go all into the actual movie. It just made it clear. This made it clear that we really live in a very, very difficult time right now, because the previous episode that y'all just saw about what we talking about, the Euphoria series, we have another problem now.
Dang.
We have another problem now, and social media is a problem. They are studying human behavior with social media. So social media pretty much seems like it was created to, to basically control our emotions and use the way we feel and how we interact with people, and also they use us as a marketing tool. And also they study us so we could probably what do they like? What are they swayed to liking? Things that they undecided, what they may get.
So it's like if I'm talking to you about cheeseburgers for whatever reason,
Right.
and then I pick up my phone and I scroll on Facebook and it has an ad for cheeseburgers. That's what that shit is?
Basically, they could predict what you're about to do before you do it.
Nah, bruh.
It's remote viewing. If people know remote viewing, the military base use it. People that use the FBI use it. They use it in wars. They had a history of Hitler was using it, remote viewing. So it's like I said, they reacting before you react. So they know exactly what you're about to do. They can predict it. They say, "Oh, I have an idea what they're about to do," and then they'll stop it or they'll react before you do it. And now they're using it as a marketing tool, and they're also using it for the election to get people to see. And that's why it seems like the candidate that have the most resources and the candidate that have the most money, they could work for these companies. Cambridge is done though. Cambridge pretty much the scapegoat. It was pretty much the scapegoat for all the other companies that is doing it. Because we're pretty sure it's every company that's doing this. It's not just Cambridge. Cambridge is just the scapegoat. They had to get somebody out of there, so they got them out of there. But now other companies doing it, and they're like, come on, we gotta be real.
But what about us? Because and this goes with like any apps we download, anything, even down to freaking video games.
Right.
Nobody reads the terms and the conditions.
Oh yeah, right. The terms and the agreements and the conditions, right.
I'm pretty sure there's somewhere in there, like if you download, I don't know, like an app that, I don't know, modifies pictures or whatever. You download the app, it says, do you give this app permission to do X, Y, and Z?
Information and all that. You do it anyway.
And everybody just hit allow. Okay.
Right.
I agree. I understand what I read. I mean, we all guilty of it. We are all
because we're conditioned into this. If you want to call it simulation, or you want to call like virtual reality world, we can already condition. We just want to get the app, and we want to be able to use it. We don't want to be able to. We don't care about all the stuff, and they put it in very tiny writing that's like a paragraph long. And you know we have a short attention span, so we're not gonna read that. We're just gonna say, "Where's the agreement?" so I can get to this app and then do my thing. That's what it is.
They put about a good 30 minutes of reading up there for your ass.
On purpose, though.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous how long it. I've actually sat there and scrolled through it. There's been times I started reading, I'm like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Right. That's the whole point, because, like I said, at the end of the day, they want us to be able to buy things. So we consumers. So they also use it as marketing base. They also use it to take advantage of as far as the election. They want us, because they had something in the film is called persuasive votes. Persuasive. What is that? Persuasive population. Or persuasive people. I think it's persuasive people. It's persuasive people. So basically these people haven't decided yet who they want to vote for. So they study their behavior, they study their likes, their dislikes, they study all of that. And then when they study that, they get an idea, maybe we can persuade them doing this. So they'll spend like $100 million in ads. So it'll be ads popping up on YouTube when maybe the videos and maybe the music they listen to. It pops up on Spotify. It pops up on Apple. It pops up on Facebook, Google. It pops up everywhere. So you're gonna keep seeing that. You're gonna keep seeing that, and then eventually you're gonna be persuade your mind, because it says something that affects your membrane or something. So to the point that, oh, you know what, this person ain't that bad, or Hillary is really effed up, like, because, it's like who spends the most money is going to be the ones that's going to, like, the ones that's going to win the war, because they have the most money to put these ads in people's face to the point that they are hypnotized by what they see. So it sways them. They stay the human behavior. And also propaganda works that way also, in a great, what's his name? Bobby Glantis Smith. He said propaganda gets the proper goose. He said that propaganda gets proper goose. This is a old brother. I believe he's in his late 60s. And he always said the propaganda gets the proper goose. The goose is the ones that is, it's just the people who are still asleep, the dumb, the blind, and that's pretty much us. That's pretty much the population. The people that
sheeple.
Yeah, the people that's control. The people that are controlled in the content, they control the propaganda. They control what we see and what they want to put out for us to see. So they could be able to control everything, and then to the point that they could get people to vote a certain type of way. They could get people to vote for Trump, and there could be people that just undecided. They don't know who to vote for. They get them to vote for Trump, and they do that for Trump, and they do that for Ted Cruz also. It's scary.
We in the Matrix for real? Are we?
Yep, we are.
Apparently we are. You could press a button and make a motherfucker think something, so. Dang.
Yep. And I got questions. Marquis, so do you think what in the next 10 years, what do you see the millennials where you see the millennials, how they gonna be in this process? Are they gonna be able to overcome this, or are they gonna become this?
Damn, that's an interesting way of putting it. I would probably say that they will become this.
Oh, become it?
Why not?
Damn. So that's scary.
Yeah.
Because if they become it, it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be very difficult for even, you having an actual kid in this world, because the kid's gonna become this. Because they become this whole virtual reality, whole simulation, some things that's just not even real, and you really don't have a real opinion, you don't have real views. It's based off of, what the propaganda wants you to think, because you don't think. That's why Facebook said, "What are you thinking?" You don't find that shit crazy? You don't find that shit like, like real creepy. Like, what are you thinking? That's what Facebook said. What are you thinking? They want you to post what you're thinking. That's why when you're in a state like you drunk or you just want to vent, you vent all on Facebook and they just studying you. They're like,
and I'm the complete opposite of all that.
they don't keep posting nothing.
I'm so boring. Especially when I'm drunk. I look at like some of my older posts from when I was younger. I cringe a little bit, like, damn, why'd I put that? But nah, me, I just, listen, this is how I feel about my life. For certain events, if you were there, you were important enough to be there.
Right, exactly.
That's it. Anything other than that, I don't feel the need to post. I'm weird like that, but not even that. I try not to get influenced because I notice that a lot of people, it's a pattern. A lot of people post the same things and say the same things.
Right, they do.
And I'm like, that's not me. I can't do that. So from my viewpoint, that's why I see a lot of people just falling in with the times and the way, like you said, how they want us to think and how they change everybody's thought process. Nobody thinks for themselves. And you can look around and even go into how plastic everything is.
Oh my God.
How everybody wants to, so-called, I guess, be different, but they end up being the same anyway.
Right.
If that makes any sense, like I don't know. I just see everybody just falling in line with whatever agenda.
And we're easy to persuade right now. We easy to persuade because of, we following these different narratives that's being displayed to us. And algorithm is definitely a serious thing too, because the people that study algorithm, those are the people, like the elite people that have in these companies. Algorithm, you know the definition of algorithm, right? Because I don't know if the listeners understand what algorithm is.
I'm gonna hold up because
because I like to algorithm. I think he knew it off the head on GP, man.
I do, but listen.
Oh, you want the correct?
Yeah, I don't ever like giving because people gonna say, "Oh, it's subjective." No,
it's not subjective. No, algorithm is what it is, man.
Hold up.
The Great Hat. So y'all gotta watch that joint, man. It just shows that, man, we in a real like, it's just a real crazy time now. It's extremely crazy. But Marquis got the definition.
A process or set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer.
Yep. So basically, if everything is going through the internet, everything is going through the computer, the algorithms, people can hack certain things. They could just actually hack. You can actually, some shit like Post Malone, for example. Oh, I'm gonna air his ass out.
What did he do?
He is such a fraud, right? And J. Cole put it in one of his raps and whatever. I don't know the actual lyrics, and I'm not gonna say it, but he posted in his rap that people can manipulate. They can manipulate the charts. They can manipulate the top 100 charts, and they can manipulate, as far as the streaming also. Because what happens is the algorithm. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. If you have somebody like with 100,000 views, somebody with 1 million views or whatever, what you can do is you can have that person post something at the same time and then run an ad through that. So basically, it's so much overwhelming, so much is out in the open because that person have 1 million views, like 2 people have 1 million views, another person got 100,000 views, and they said post my album. So at the same time, they posted at 7 o'clock. Let's say they posted all at 7 o'clock, and they had the marketing team run ads. So now it's so broken because it's at the same time. It's like when Jay-Z had his album come out through, I believe, was it Sprint, that he had the Holy Grail album come out, and then he said it's going to come out at midnight. That's the first time ever it went that people that have a Sprint phone could get it. And then the system completely broke because everybody tried to stream it directly at 12 midnight. And then it just breaks everything. And then his numbers would shoot up. So Post Malone does that all the time. He have his peers which have millions of views and 100,000 views, and his marketing team runs ads. So they post at a certain time that boosts up the streaming. So it'll boost up. So a lot of people won't be even listening to him, but they'll probably click by accident. You have people that's going to click it by accident. That's considered a click, and that's considered a view. So his streaming goes up. So that's why he's always you like, yo, I don't really listen to Post Malone like that. But the thing is, what he manipulates the charts because he's always number one because of that. He used that. He used the algorithms because of the point that the algorithms you can confuse it to the point that it gets chaotic, and then you post at the same time and the system broke. So it's just everything just go haywire. His shit goes super up. It's like a rocket ship. It goes up like a rocket ship. So he can manipulate the charts that way, and that's how algorithm works. Everything, internet, technology, and people, they just use that to manipulate, their numbers, their votes, like the election, like they did a Great Hat, and they could manipulate music streamers and views and all of that.
So find the best system that works for you in so many words, and make it automated.
Yep, automated.
Because on top of that, stuff like that, most of the time you could make it automated.
Yep.
Even people in the stock market do the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
There's definitely people in there that use different algorithms. Yeah.
Right.
They have it so that if certain things shoot past a certain price or drop below a certain price,
they'll
sell it, buy it, whatever, however they do it to manipulate the system. But algorithms are, the wave. That's all. That shit is the wave. I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's definitely the wave or whatever. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break. This is great information. Great information for you guys. Whether you want to do music and whatever. If you have an actual store, you want to use algorithm. We're gonna give y'all a couple of tips where y'all can use and whatever. Even though this joint is messed up, and we encourage y'all to use it for your benefits. But we'll be back in 2.2. This is On the Dotted Line. Stay tuned.
Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or better known as ADHD, is a mental disorder that affects an individual's ability to focus, causing them to move around more frequently. They may also have trouble controlling their impulsive behaviors.
One time for them praying on my downfall. 2 times for the homies in the child hall. 3 times for them on the internet when they really should get out more. 4 times for the days that were all bad. 5 times for the ain't called back. 6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD just to kidnapping like ISIS.
Whoa, it's one. Welcome back. This is On the Dotted Line. We talking about the great hack. We talking about algorithms. We talking about how the algorithms and the system is destroying human interaction. It's destroying everything. And we're gonna talk about how could you benefit from this, because this is our reality. This is it. We can't just boycott and protest for this to stop. We can't do that, because life is all about adjustments.
Better use it for your benefit.
You could use things for your benefits. There's somebody to have a book out, how you could use social media as your benefit, how could you capitalize off of it. It's a lot of things you can capitalize social media for. If you have a business, if like I said, if you do music, I just told you what Post Malone did. You could do that too. There's a lot you can benefit from.
Whatever brand you got, like any type of brand you got, be it clothing or whatever type of business you're in, whatever art, whatever you're trying to put out there, you could, study algorithms, figure out how you could do the same thing. Why not? It's there for us to use. Yeah, exactly. Other people use it, and other people use it sometimes for the wrong purposes. So why not you use it and
very good.
Yeah, benefit yourself, make a little money.
Social media. There's a lot of people that use it for good. There's people that promote information. There's people that use it to promote their art, their creativity, so they could be able to make a living for themselves. There's people that have businesses. There's people that have restaurants that they promote. There's so many things that you can use social media in the way that you can even manipulate the algorithms to work for your favor, so you can have a great living for yourself, and you can be able to take care of your friends and your family. You know, so many ways. You know, the first way, the number one way for, you know, to take advantage of this old hack system, if you want to call it, but I don't think it's not hack. You know, it's pretty much, you know, using these ads and all this as your favorite, because these people, they got $100 million and they use the companies, these main companies. The average person, you don't need to use that. It's ways you can do it, and people have money. You know, people have a little bit of money that you can be able to use. Me and Marquise, we have an online store that, you know, we find ways to be able to use that system for people to see our products and then, you know, make money off of it. You know, you could create a online store. You can create an online store, and especially if you have an idea, if you want to sell things, you have like a dope idea. You want to sell shirts, if you want to sell products, lotions, whatever. You know, you could get a Shopify account, and you can be able to sell your products through that. And then you could use Google ads, you can use Facebook ads. This is the same thing these corporations use. They just studying us, so for their skills, basically you trying to figure out, okay, what type of group like lotion? Let's, for example, if you're selling different type of lotions and fragrances and hair products, what type of group likes those things? It's women and whatever, and it's mostly young women. So you want to be able to use ads. You want to be able to use ads to focus on those young women that buy those things. So you focus on them ads, and you can put like hundreds and hundreds of thousands in that ads, and then it'll be in their face to the point that, you know what, I might want to check this out. I'm curious about it. And that's how you use it. That's how you benefit from it.
Or find an influencer.
Right. Oh,
find different influencers that has like good views. They got a decent amount of followers and all of that. If they're in the same lane as you, or they're doing something that you like, you know, say what's up to them. Check them out. See if y'all can do business together. Maybe work together. Maybe they can post something for you.
Yep.
Maybe if you want to, I don't know, slide them a little something, or y'all got a little arrangement or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They post that for you. Like he said, post it at a certain time.
Right.
You get everybody to post it at a certain time. They hit it at the point where you know your target audience is going to be checking for that, then do that.
Right. You know, it's about taking advantage of the system so it can work for you, so you can benefit from it. That's what it's all about, because this is something that we're not going to be. It's messed up. The way they use it, the way sick people and these wicked people out here use it. You know, this is it. This is going to be it, because everything's going to go into this digital world. It's already here. So you might as well take advantage of it, so you can protect your friends, you can protect your family, you can put yourself in a great situation, so you can be able to live life that you want to live. And you know, we have many episodes. You got passive income episodes that we was talking about different streams of income you could use to be able to make money. You know, and basically most of them things that was on that episode is online based. There's apps. These passive income apps that you could be able to check out, and you'll be able to make money from it. And then, you know, you can manipulate the system the way you want to manipulate it to make money.
There's so many ways to make money out here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't gonna go too deep into that, but as usual, people, you gotta do your due diligence.
Oh yeah, right.
Like Deshaun said, there's so many ways. You just gotta find it.
Yep.
You just gotta find it. Unfortunately, we don't have a school for these things, because if everybody had this information, then
you better Google that joint. You better Google, because I created an app and I just Googled how to create an app. So it's like it's always ways, you know, to the point that, you know, you don't necessarily need, you don't need school to understand it. You know, Google is your main source that you can actually look to learn how to do something. You know, and
if you want to take it a step further, you know what I'm saying? If you want to
training purposes.
Yeah, if you want to go like a step further, yeah.
We don't want to talk about school, how I feel about school. I feel like it's just, if you're not using it for networking purposes and whatever, ain't no sense of going to college.
College are breaking pockets, man. That's another thing. Everybody's being, well, you know what? Nowadays, a lot of stuff is being brought up. Like, even, I see on the internet, even people talking about going to college. They're like, yeah, you could go,
Right.
but should you?
Should you? Should you?
I see a lot of stuff about that.
Yeah, it's
Gary
like
V.
Gary V.
But wait, he does still say for people to go, but he just feels
he
like
to go if it's benefiting what you're trying to do. If you have a focus, if you have the major that you know I need to go to college for, you go. Or if you're using college like to network, you know, because people's not communicating as it is right now. But you can use it to build relationships. That's very important also. But if you're not that type of person, you're just wasting your time because you're gonna be in debt. You're gonna go to school. You're gonna go to school for something that you don't want to do, and you're gonna end up doing Uber anyway. So
you're gonna be in debt for like 10, 20 years, man.
Right.
I just finished paying my. You know, I ain't gonna get into that, but
right.
It's over now.
Right, man. But we just wanted to do this brief bonus episode about the great hack, and this second segment is basically how could y'all benefit from this unfortunate situation that this Cambridge company got locked up for being able to study human behavior and taking advantage of people's privacy and all of that. So we were just showing that this is going to be the new era, and it's unfortunate, but it's ways that you can be able to benefit to be able to protect your family. So that's it for this episode. We want to do a quick shout outs. Get Draft Podcast, of course, the best sports podcast on the planet. You know, check that out. And also, on the dotted line, you know, you want to follow us on IG. Marquise is tripping right now.
Yeah, that was a burp. Like, I was trying to like hold it. That's right. I was trying to hold it in. Like, dang.
On the dotted line 18 on IG. Please follow. Click the link. Check out all the episodes. Of course, this one, and also check us out on YouTube. On the dotted line episodes. Subscribe. Comment, please. Comment. We want to hear your feedback. Whether we're tripping, even on both of the episodes, we want to hear y'all feedback. It's very, very important to hear y'all feedback. You know, we want to hear all that. Comment, share, like, all that good stuff. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And also, DM line, of course. DM line, DM/line.store. I repeat, DM/line.store. We got 25% off on everything. All the products. We got new arrivals as well. Gym apparel, gym accessories, and we got book bags for the kids. Check that out. We got some bags for the kids. So you want to check that out. So, Marquise, to wrap up this episode, final thought.
Man, this world is amazing. This world is amazing. Amazing. Shot goes out to Jesse Lee Peterson.
Right.
I don't agree with everything he says, but he's a funny dude. But yeah, man. Algorithms. What can I say? We need them. I would say just with this new digital age, man, just get involved, educate yourself about it, learn everything that you can, and learn how these things affect you, especially in terms of elections. Just educate yourself, educate yourself on that. That's all.
On that note, it's over. My name is Deshaun Lyons, and this is
Marquise Taylor.
We signing out, baby. Peace out.